We all know reading is fundamental. When you visit KB's bookshelf, you can find books in multiple genres to entertain and educate. Writers can even find literary services of value to their success, like our ever popular manuscript critique and book review. Reading allows us to escape, explore, and share our experiences. I hope you'll visit us today at www.kbsbookshelf.com and allow us to take you on your next adventure.
Well, look, we're going to get on with this thing and do this thing the way it's supposed to be doing. My guess. Woo! She don't need no introduction. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, please welcome my host, author Allison Grace. I need some drum roll. I need some applauses. Give it up to the lady with the pretty legs in the building.
Hello.
What's going on, lady? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you? Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Oh man, the pleasure's all mine. Appreciate you coming on. So how you dealing with the COVID thing these days? You staying safe?
Yes. Knock on wood. Thank God.
That's what it is. Man, this is a pleasure. Well, before we get further, let's see who is in the building. Okay. Miss Simmons in the building. Salute. You say you're here early. Glad you're here. She's also said you're looking stunning. Thank you, lady. She's talking to you. Oh,
that is my business partner, my twin. Yes.
Hey, hello, twin. How you doing? Well, glad you in the building. Glad you're here early. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Okay, Miss Gray. For those who don't know who you are, who you affiliated with, and everything, let it talk to me. Let me know where you're from, where you grew up at, and how are you living.
I'm a New Yorker. Yeah.
I hear it in accent. I hear it
Yes,
in the
born
accent.
and raised in New York. I currently reside in Brooklyn, New York. I have been an author for, I would say, about 12, 13 years now.
Okay, okay.
And actually started out as a reader. So I started out as a reader, and I think it's very important to always mention that because readers make the best writers. I've always said that.
Okay.
And what happened was I transitioned into being just a reader to a book reviewer. And then I ended up working with the Cartel Publications
Mm,
and
mm,
and then an author and now a publisher. And so sky's the limit.
I got you. What was some of the books that you started off reading at the beginning of all this?
Oh my God.
Just to name a few.
Jackie Collins, Bitch, Donald Goines, wow. T Styles, Omar Tyree, um, so many. My Edgar Allan Poe. I
You name
have
some heavy hitters.
yeah, eclectic, very eclectic.
That's what it is. Wow. And you say you was a reviewer. So what type of books was you reviewing and what was your favorite genres?
Uh I started out reviewing urban lit. I started reviewing urban lit. I So back in the day, I can't believe we're saying that. We're probably going to end up saying this about Facebook soon. Back in the day, they had MySpace,
Right. Right.
and I got a message in my inbox, and it was from the VP of Cartel Publications, and it was simply, "Hey, I see that you're a reader. Um, would you like to be? Would you like to be a part of our team?" And being a part of our team included getting books before they come out and promoting them. So I was like, I mean, sure, why not? I'm getting free books, I'm reviewing them, and I'm telling people about it.
Right. Right.
Why not?
Yeah.
So we formed a team. It was a straight team, and we have a lot of authors. We had Mahogany that also was author. We had Jessica Robinson, who was Shantae Moore, God bless her soul. She passed a couple years ago. And yeah, she was Shantae Moore from Jessica Ann Robinson, was
I,
also Shantae Moore, and she passed a couple years ago. And that's my girl.
wow. My
Yeah,
condolences. Wow.
thank
I
you.
didn't know. I swear I didn't know. Man.
But it's it helped steer us in the right direction. It showed me so much about promotion and how you have to grind so hard. And we were on the phone. We were on the phone with libraries and we were on the phone with bookstores, letting people know, hey, shit list is coming out. Do you have it? Oh, you don't? Well, can you request it? So calling over and over again, day by day by day, and it was just like, okay, like three of the people have called about shit lists. What is this book about, and who is it by? Well, because of that, they had to get the book because we were calling all the time. So we were in grind mode, and that's Cartel Publications how it all started.
Wow. So once I become big like the cartel, I can hire you on as my person of to help get my books and stuff out, right?
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about. So how did you go from doing making the call, joining the team to becoming a writer?
I have always been a writer. I've always been a writer. I've been writing ever since I was a child. But being published is something totally different. It's a whole nother monster. Um, I was in a relationship that it was not very savory, and I needed to get my 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 mind and my spirit right. So I decided to just write and basically journal. Started with poetry, just writing some things out, writing my feelings out, and then it turned into a short story, and the short story turned into a book. And I was talking to actually Mahogany, and I was talking to T, and I was like, I need to just, I need to just write this book,
Right,
and that birthed my very first novel, Broken Promises Never Mend.
right. I remember when this is when I was inspiring author and everything. I used to see Cartel all over social media, man, and I'm like, and and when I seen it, it was like so motivating because I see the layout on how that y'all did the promo, the flyers,
Yes,
pictures. Y'all was like, yo,
myself
these
forever, myself
motherfuckers,
forever.
the truth, man. I was like,
Yeah,
man, I don't. I can honestly say, seeing that was a very good piece of me wanting to become an author. So yeah. Cartel is like, I mean, because it was just, I just loved the the flyers, man. The flyers was like, man, y'all, they're like gangsters and shit up in that like, man. I'm like, man, god damn, I want to be a part of these jokers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah. And the
yeah,
books are amazing. The books are amazing, and she still has them coming out to this day. So I'm very happy. She's
yeah.
actually our cover model, her and the VP for our magazine Intellectual Ink, but we'll get into that later.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So listen, how did you just all of a sudden went up to one of the people cartel and said, look, I got this piece I want y'all to look at, or how did you do it
What do you mean?
when you wrote your first manuscript?
Well, they didn't publish me.
Okay,
They
okay,
did not publish me. My affiliation with the cartel is with the street team and them
okay. Gotcha.
being so supportive, and vice versa. But I self-published my book. I self-published my books.
Okay. Kudos.
Thank you.
Kudos. Let's see. YS Books in the building. She said, hello, JC and Allison. Hey, how you doing? And Miss Simmons back said, shout out to MySpace from the long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Look, MySpace got it all started. Got it all kicking.
Yeah, it's so funny because the same people that I see now on Facebook are the same people that I see on MySpace. I see
Right.
Marlon Mikulski, I see Angel Michelle, I
Okay.
see, Kawan. So it's like, wow.
Man, Kwan was like the the author that inspired me, along with Jill Hunt, inspired me to
Yes,
do my first book.
Latrell,
Yeah, yeah, dope people, man.
very.
Um she the one, because Kwan's book was the first book on Street Dreams I ever read from front
Hmm.
to back. And when I got to talking to Jill, me and Jill was going back and forth because she had read a screen uh, uh script, a movie script that I wrote, and I let her read it. And then she was like, and I was having a hard time with Maverick. That at one point was going to purchase the script, but then they had something happen in their organization, and they decided that they was going to go in a different direction. So she convinced me to turn it into a book. So that became my first book. But she surprised me because I always kept talking about Quan, kept talking about Quan book, come a Quan book. And one day she called me. He was on the phone, man, and that was like, and I was mad because I was on the commode at the time too, which he called. But in a sense, we we had a good time. I actually had the pleasure of hanging out with him, Eric Gray, and Benjamin.
Yes.
Yeah,
Read the hallway.
they came down. Yeah, that's a story for a
They're always a good
whole.
time. They are always
Yeah,
a good time. Let me tell you something. Me, Eric, we have so many encounters. I call him Eric the quicker picker upper because every
okay.
time he see me, he picks me up. So it is so funny. It's like
Yeah,
when you see Eric and I together, I'm always in his arms, like, boop.
yeah, yeah. When I first started, him and Quan and Jill was the ones that I was always talking to, and they was there for open arms and stuff, and they are part of what got me what I'm saying started in the business and stuff. So
It's
yeah,
great to have people like that, people that embrace you, and people that are able to support you, um, no matter what you do. Even if it's a listening ear, to send, an idea to in the inbox. We need people like that. We need comrades.
most definitely. So man, let's talk about your books. Let's talk about your books. By the way, people, if you're in the building and you listen in, please hit the heart, the like, or whatever you feel is equivalent to this live. Please share the screen as well. So let me pull you up. Yeah, look at that picture. Anyway, man. um, so right here we have Bound by Lies and Bitch Click. But you have, I believe, 5 other books.
Yes, I have 7 in total. I'm currently working on my 8th.
Okay, I'm gonna share the screen over here of what you got going on here. This might be a little hard for me, but we gonna there you go. Okay, people, if you go to Amazon and you search for Allison Grace, you'll come up with these. As you see, she got a hat on with a pumps and got it anyway. Um, she has 7 books.
That was a really fun photo shoot I did. Shout out to Mo Shines. He did that for me.
I heard of him. I heard of him.
Yes, Officer Down.
Yeah.
That's a long time friend, long time friend. He knew me from way back before I had boobs. I mean, I'm talking about like 12 years old.
You ain't no little small time geek out the street. You know what I'm
we
saying?
look, we come where we come from. Like we're from the same neighborhood. We are from the same neighborhood. We grew up the same. We lost contact, and again, MySpace brought us back together. And I
Okay.
was like, wait a minute, you look familiar. 'Cause I hopped in his inbox, and I was like, you look familiar. He was
Okay.
like, yeah, where you from? And I was like, Hillside. He was like, what? You from Hillside? I'm from Hillside. And then we started dropping names and like realizing that we knew each other. So I was like, oh my God.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. What made you choose this genre right here? Urban lit.
I didn't choose it. It chose
It
me.
chose. Wow, that's the answer.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
I did not choose it because, I've read Barbara Taylor Bradford, Jackie Collins, um, who else? There's so many authors, non-black authors that I have read, but I like sex and I like drama and I like, a little bit of romance and murder.
You just went
So,
straight. I said, I like sex. I like.
I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. Hey,
I
hey.
stir it all up in a pot and I give it to y'all.
Bam, just like that. Okay, well, can we quickly go through some of these and what they're about or whatever, if you don't mind.
Yes, sure.
So let's start here.
Yeah, so Bitch Click is about 4 young ladies that are friends and related in some way, and they just have a whole lot of stuff. It's kind of like that movie Crash.
Crash.
They're all intertwined in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So it's a very quick, fast paced read.
Hmm.
Everyone loves it.
Is it a full novel or like
It is a full novel. It's a standalone. People have asked me to make it a sequel. I'm thinking about, bringing more drama to the fold. So I don't know, but as of right now, you can absolutely read it, even if it is another part of it. It doesn't have to be connected. You know what I'm saying? I know
right?
some people like to connect it. It doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily have to be so. It's a standalone.
Got you, got you. Okay, so what about the Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Yeah.
That is my
Oh,
last book that I wrote, and
okay.
it's kind of my favorite. It, it's basically about it's a woman that is in an abusive relationship,
Hmm.
and she replaces one addiction with another.
Oh,
Yes, a food addiction with a sex addiction can cause a lot of problems.
oh my God. Okay, okay, okay. Hey, I need to hear some. You can hold on. Can I hear some of that?
You want to hear some of it?
Can I hear some of that? Yes, please.
Let me see what I can pull up.
This is Black Widow, ladies and gentlemen. Why you doing that? Excuse me. Miss Simmons says she's a beast. Now, are you referring to author Allison Grace, or are you talking about the Black Widow? That's all I'm trying to figure out, cause Black Widow usually mean something devious going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
okay,
something devious is going. I'm trying to find a really, really good part.
come
Um, okay, I'm gonna hit y'all with this. I'm gonna hit y'all with this.
okay, I'm all ears.
All right. So this is an excerpt from Black Widow. Okay. I walked back home and my stomach rumbled. I didn't know if it was from anxiety or from hunger. Excuse me. I noticed that the light was on and I knew that my husband was home. I turned the key in the lock and entered. Nothing had changed from when I left hours earlier. I smelled the faint smell of cigar and entered the living room. Wafts of smoke curled into the air, and Devon turned around in the recliner. He had seen the damage. Good evening, Taryn. He inhaled, and out came puffs of smoke from his lips. To the right of him was a glass of Hennessy White. He sipped and swallowed before speaking again to me. I didn't respond. I wanted to gauge his mood. I see you've had quite a day here in the house. Nothing was done, and you've left quite a mess for me to come home to. That wasn't part of the arrangement we agreed to this job. I stared at him, waiting cautiously for him to make his next move. I stood perfectly still and watched his calculated movements. I placed my keys in my pocket and walked into the kitchen. I grabbed the broom from the closet next to me and started sweeping up the mess that was left. After a few minutes, my vision was impaired as I was kneeling down. A dark shadow covered me, and it was my husband. The entire kitchen was clean from top to bottom. I would still be punished, however, if just for the principle of the matter. Honey, is there something you would like for me to make for you to eat? I know you've been drinking and likely waiting for me to make something for you. I ran an errand that took longer than anticipated. I'm sorry. I wanted to feel him out, but he wasn't giving me any feedback. Devon's glassy eyes stared through me as if I was a window pane. The shadow of my husband loomed over me, and I gasped in fright. I smelled the faint smell of the Hennessy that he was drinking. No sooner than I thought to get up and speak did I feel his hand wrapped around the back of my neck. My hand reached up to prevent more damage, but the punishment has already begun. I'll leave you to bust my ass while I'm at work. The only thing you're supposed to do is answer stupid phones for your fake ass job, cook, clean, and sometimes look like a fucking human. You can't even do that right. And you wonder why I don't want to sleep with you at night. You act like an animal and look like one. What was I thinking when I married you? Answer me. I didn't know whether it was rhetorical or not, so I attempted to answer the question. I should have remained silent. His hand swiftly grabbed my neck and pushed me up against the wall. My air supply began to cut off slowly, and I gasped with flailing arms. My tiny frame was literally being lifted off the ground as he held me inches above, off the ground with one hand. Please, Devon, I'm sorry. I'll do better. I promise, don't hurt me anymore. I begged him. I prayed that he would let me down, and just when I silently said amen in my head, he did. I collapsed on a heap in a heap on the floor. Look what you made me do. Damn it, Taryn. You always do this shit to me. You make me lash out at you and hurt you when I try to be nice. You don't like me being nice, do you? He bent down to eye level and stared at me directly in my face. My teeth chattered as I feared what he would do next. He slapped me hard. Why do you make me do these things that I do to you? I wanted to climb into the wall, but there was no way I could. Somehow he would follow me through. Somehow he would follow me through and hurt me just as he's done before. Devon, please calm down. Please let me explain what happened. My mother called and pissed me off. I was so angry that I threw some things around. I wanted to be home and cleaned up before you got home, but time got away from me. I went for a walk. Please forgive me. His eyes grew small and darker than I've ever seen. The next thing I saw was a flash of light and excruciating pain. My face swelled up immediately. I grabbed my eye and felt it growing on my face. Devon, why? I cried out to him in pain, begging him not to continue the torture. It fell on deaf ears as he grabbed my wrist and pulled me into the kitchen. You don't fucking listen. You don't listen, and you need to obey me. I couldn't see out of my left eye, and the pain was causing me to grow dizzy. Nonetheless, he had me staring at a hot stove and cook him dinner, and it was done right.
Yeah, he a damn fool. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. Ms. Abel said Black Widow was good.
Thank you, sweetie. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Miss Simmons said Allison, her pen play. Hey, I'm up here listening to her. She does have some pen play. Wow. Now see, I'm jealous now. Yeah, I'm jealous now. Everybody that's on listening, this is your boy JC. I am on with author Allison Grace. Man, this is beautiful, man. Hey, I was digging that. Hey, Miss Rambert. She said, hey guys. Hey, respect the agent. I respect the agent. Respect the agent. Respect the agent. How you doing, Miss Rambert? Everything good, Miss Rambert. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane. She don't like me calling Miss Rambert. So I just say Diane. How you doing, Diamond? Appreciate you coming through.
She's awesome.
Look, hey, I'm nervous trying to hold it together with Allison on this thing. Help me out. Yeah. Man, this is man, we're gonna pay some bills and we're gonna come back with the second part of the interview. You cool?
Absolutely.
People. Her links is in the description. Please check her out. Please cop a book. Man, if you heard that little snippet there, man, she got some fools in her book, man. Man, the second part of this interview is sponsored by
Hi you guys, it's your girl Untamed. And I want to know, have you read a book by Untamed? If not, what are you waiting for? Might I suggest my series books, Never Again No More, or The View? You can pick them up on Amazon or on www.untamedpublishing.net. Also, don't forget to get caught up with Untamed Publishing. We offer free book reviews and author interviews. Just visit www.untamedpublishing.net/contact. I can't wait for you to get caught up.
It's your boy JC. I'm back with the lovely Allison Grace in the building. I gotta start getting me some applause, sound effects and some yeah. Man, Miss Rembrandt, I'm sorry. Miss Diamond is here. She says, you so crazy. She said, I'll take Diamond. I got you, Diamond. She said, cop 3.
Yes, cop 3 books.
That's what I'm talking
thank
about.
you. Thank you.
Love is love. So let me ask you a question. You after reading that, I want to ask you, Is any of your life experiences in any of your books, or is it something that you
In
basically?
each and every one of them.
Oh, I know ain't nobody put their hands on you.
That's why I wrote Black Widow, actually.
I talk to you after that.
No, God is taking care of him. I ain't worried about that.
Got you. I'm just trying to make like, wow, man. So all the way from the physical to the sex. That's wow. I guess all the great authors has a little bit of them in each book. I imagine.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was, in my first two novels, Broken Promises Never Meant and Bound by Lies. Tamika is me. She's dealing with um a man that has a whole nother life, and cheated and just lied, and just played a fool for a man. I mean, that's an everyday thing, unfortunately.
Wow, that's what it is. Do you have a pretty good support system? Like people around you that support you and push you and
I
also tell you
do.
when it's mess. I ain't talking about no ass kissers now. I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
no. I don't do smoke up my ass. It's not a good feeling.
she said smoke on my ass.
It's not a good
Oh God.
feeling.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't do that.
okay.
Like the youngins say, no capping. Like my
Nope.
kids, they tell me, um, my mom and my dad are like my ride or dies. They'll tell me, like, my dad has told me, oh, I don't like that part, take it out. And I'm like, oh, I like it. Like, no, I don't like it, take it out. My mom, she's very vocal, very vocal.
Let's stick with your latest book, Black Riddle, because I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I'm about to I'm gonna bust me a Kindle when this is all over with. I read Kindles. Yeah. I go to work, hit the Kindle app on my phone, get him hide in the bathroom like I'm taking one, and I be reading. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I have tons of books, so
Oh,
I
I
understand.
see that. Um, so if there was if Black Widow was to be made into a movie, who, what actor and actresses
Oh my God.
would you would play the main characters? Now I don't know your characters, so you're gonna have to pretty much explain each character with the. I mean, if you need some time with that, we can come back to it.
Yeah, we can come back to that.
I could play a Joker that no, I want to come in on a white horse. I want to be the one to save people.
I don't want, and I don't have any. I honestly don't have anybody. Off the top of my head, I would definitely like to find a newcomer, a new person. Um, I don't want Morris Chestnut or Michael. Yeah, I don't want any of them people. I want somebody different.
Well, hell, they in
Um,
their fitness now, so you definitely got to go. Well, you got Well, how about Meg the Stallion? You got what's the one with the icky voice?
I know you're not talking about Cardi B. I know you're not talking about Cardi B. I know you're not talking about Cardi. Don't make me. Don't look.
You got. I know there's. Oh God.
I don't know why they talk to me like that. I'm just a regular, schmegular, degular girl from the Bronx. You know, I'll be in
So
the studio.
wow, man. Hey, ooh, man. Ooh. Okay, you got me on that one. When you
No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I want somebody to be versatile. I want someone to be able to play the part of someone that is dealing with addiction, and someone that is able to, you know, to fully embrace the character. See, the thing about Taryn, and that is her name, is that she's broken, she's hurt severely, and she thought she married the man of her dreams, but obviously he's beating her ass, and she's dealing with her mother. That's a whole nother story because her mother just like kind of beats her down and try to take her self-esteem, and then she'll fall in love with somebody else. And there's a devious side. It basically shows you that you can't keep on poking the bear. The bear will poke back.
Is
Don't
a
poke
Ray.
the bear. Don't poke the bear because the bear's gonna maul you.
Is a Ray.
No, no, no. Yvonne Orgy. Thank you. I could see her playing a dramatic role, you
I got
know.
to look her up.
Yvonne Orgy, she plays Molly. That's Issa's best friend. I can absolutely see her playing this role. But she would have to gain weight. Or at least wear a fat suit.
Okay. And for the fella,
The guy. I think the guy who plays Ralph Angel, he could play um the guy she falls in love with. And Christian Keys could play her husband.
I don't look at a lot of TV, so I'm listening to all these names, and I'm asking you who could play who. Man, I'm lost.
I'll put it up on my Facebook page just in case some screenwriter want to throw me some money and we can get this Black Widow screenplay going because I'm putting it out into the universe.
So let me ask you. So you say a lot of your life experiences is in your books. Do you get emotional sometime when you writing these scenes, or is it kind of like, okay, I'm over it, but I got the knowledge to write it, so I'm not finna sit here and relive this, but I am going to put this in. Is it difficult to put it in a pen, or is it just easy for you?
I don't get anything but horny. That's how I know that I've written a damn good sex scene. When I just want to be like, okay, all right, okay, it works. There are a couple times when you're thinking about a unrequited love, a relationship going bad, and you shed a tear,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just like, all right, that's it.
You kind of got me on the first part. Oh.
So that's how I gauge how good it is, because I wanted to, people say when you're reading a good book, it reads like a movie. So if it reads like a movie, whether G-rated or XXX,
Mm-hmm.
then if you're feeling it, then you're doing a damn thing.
That's what it is. Let me ask you. So, are you gonna kind of just ride the urban lit genre out, or are you planning on branching off? Or have you thought about it, branching off to other genres, or are you just planning on going to just ride out the urban lit sector?
I can't. I mean, I put myself in the urban lit category, but I don't think I'm solely pigeonholed to that. I definitely think that I've got some contemporary women's fiction inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at some point I'll do a self-help or motivational. Behind all of this funny, I definitely have some things to say that women can learn from. I have a great business mind. I'm very career minded. I'm very entrepreneurial. I'm just Jamaican, so we have 12 jobs.
Where the locks at, man?
Locks under this wig, honey.
That's a wig?
Yes.
No, you ain't got. Don't prove it to me.
I'm not gonna pull it off.
See, that's what I'm talking about. a wig that you don't know is a wig. That's what I'm talking about. I don't need look. We ain't gonna get it. That's a whole another topic for another day. Ladies, you see that?
Oh my God.
Shit. I mean, wigs, man. Anyway, okay. Let's get on. Look, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to Sticky Situations.
It is. Rude.
That's our erotic anthology. We have book 4 coming out. Shout out to Julie Press Simmons. 1, 2, and 3 is on Amazon. Part 4 is coming out very, 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 very soon. So I'm excited about that. And we have Intellectual Ink magazine as well. As I stated, we have T Styles and the VP on the cover for February. So excited! This magazine is absolutely awesome.
Tell T Style I want an autograph.
Okay, all right, say less. I got you.
Wow, that's you have, I'm proud of. I mean, you have accomplished some things. You're a part of a great movement. You're moving yourself, actually, and even though I sit here and we're having fun deep inside, I am like, yes, this sister is doing it.
Thank you.
Shout out to you. So what's next for you? What's in the future for you?
Well, like I said, I'm working on my next book. It's untitled. Well, it is titled, but I'm not going to reveal it because I know the industry.
Yeah,
and but it's I'm actually working on 2 books. So I'm finishing up finally after all these years, Stolen Revelations. That is the last part of my first novel. So that part, I'm finishing it up. It's about time to wrap that bad boy up and toss it in the trash. Like I'm over it. I'm over the relationship. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna finish that up, and like I said, I have this other book coming out. But most importantly, in the interim, I have all this stuff going on with Intellectual Ink, and Sticky Situations. So that's taking up a lot of my time. Hi, Karen. How are you?
Don't tell me you know that crazy thing right there.
Who knows? I have a lot of Facebook friends, and we talk.
She's good people. Yeah, she's good people. She's a local author around my way.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Well, I'm anxious. I'm definitely going to cop Black Widow when I get off, and for my Kindle collection, and read and jump on that. Wow, time is like.
I know you might have to make things like 2 hours for people like me, because
I know.
I told you I like to talk.
Hey, I love it, man. Wow.
And this is just like surface level. You haven't even delved deep into.
Yeah, for those that don't know, I like to keep it short for 2 reasons. One, I don't like want to get long-winded for my guests, and 2, I be trying to get it to a point where I can like upload it on my IGTV. The problem with loading the crap on IGTV is sometimes I can't get it to load. You know what I'm saying? You go the studio, the little creator studio on Facebook for the stuff that's over 15 minutes and under an hour, but sometimes I can't even get it to load. But man, you are, man, I'm just happy to be able to share screens with you.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, what tips do you usually have for inspiring authors? Do they come to you a lot about ask you questions about being an author, writing a book or whatever? What kind of motivation or what kind of inspiration or tips do you give them?
Well, I'm always on Clubhouse. That's where I get my tips at. So if you guys are on Clubhouse, you can follow me. I am Allison Grace, one word. And I'm usually on the platform with T Styles and Sharice, and sometimes Karen E. Quinones Miller, who's amazing. We follow each other around in the clubhouse and we speak on different things. So, what I would say to aspiring authors, write and then write some more. Write from your heart. Write from your heart. Don't write from the point of view of what you feel like everybody else is going to like.
Right.
Write from what you want, how you want to, because um when I put out Bittersweet, which is my third novel, um I put it out because I feel like I was just scratching the surface,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I felt like I wanted to just delve deeper and touch on especially erotica, go deep into the sex scenes and not just, just get the little cuddly crap that,
Right.
people
Right.
deal with. I wanted to get deeper into it to show the struggle and to just touch erotica. So I wrote from my heart, and I want everybody else to do the same. If you don't do that, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you'll be people pleasing, because then you'll be writing for her and him, as opposed to you. Write for yourself.
Right.
You
Right.
won't go wrong.
You can't please everybody. I even and when you was saying stuff about like the lesson I've learned, and Diamond, I'm not talking about you, but a lot of times, reviewers, they will, you know, I'd rather get a review from a person that's just picked up the book to enjoy it rather than to critique it, because it's a different review.
As a reviewer, I know when a person is reviewing the book because they like me, as opposed to when they like the book. It's two different reviews. I can totally tell when somebody's people pleasing. I appreciate all my reviews though, but I want the ones to tell me there was too much this, there was too much that, there was not enough this, there was not enough that. I want you to get to the nitty gritty of it so that I can make it better. That's how you become a great author, is by taking reviews, taking the meat and throwing out the bones and starting over the next day.
But can't will that make it better? Because again, it's like is that you can't please everybody, and if you change to please one person, what about the other people that loved it?
I mean, if you keep hearing the same thing over and over, then there's a
Oh,
problem.
yeah,
You know what
exactly,
I'm saying?
exactly.
People going to say, "Oh, it's too long." People's going to say it's too short. At the end of the day, you still have to do what pleases you, because if somebody says, "Oh, this book is too short," and then you put a whole lot of fluff in it, you're
Hmm.
doing yourself a disservice, because you put in just extra, extra, extra words in there, and it's
Right,
not doing anything for the story. It's just waste.
right,
And then if somebody says it's too long, and then you cut out a piece,
right,
you're taking out pertinent information that could have developed the story. So it's
right.
kind of like, again, you have to take the meat and throw away the bones. You got to figure out how it works for you.
How you say take the meat and throw in the bone? That- okay, I got you. Man, I hate to say this last piece. Any last words for the people that are listening or will listen to this later on in the evening or tomorrow, whenever?
Uh, just try your best. Um, Live each day as if it is your last. And when I say that, that's not to sound morbid, but just to live each day with start each day with a prayer, end each day with a prayer, and and the other 23 hours, do the best that you can to make it pleasing to yourself, and of course in God's eyes. I'm a very spiritual person, so
I forgot to ask. One question was, other than Amazon, where else can they purchase your book?
right now, only on Amazon. I'm currently redeveloping my website, since I have a growing catalog and I want to include all of them. So right now, only on Amazon. Oh wait, it's on mystickybooks.com. There you can find all the sticky situations, authors, and our novels. So mystickybooks.com.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Karen said, I prefer honest reviews in order to grow. I gave an author a 4-star and he was offended. I didn't give a 5. He said if I was a true friend, I'd give a 5. I told him as a friend, I gave an honest review and deducted for typos.
See?
Before you go, let me say this. People don't understand the importance of a good editor.
I was just about to say that.
I learned the hard way. When I first got in, before I got with my second publisher, my first, and I don't want to, put nobody on blast, but my first set of reviews was like, man, this story is banging, but too bad it got so many grammatical errors and typos and stuff, and it was, and me and the publisher actually had it out. I mean, we had it out, and lucky for me, I got picked up by somebody else that loved it, and we talked, and they understood where I was coming from. So the editor, you get what you pay for most of the time, and the good ones are not cheap. And
No, they're not. My first novel, I in my self-publishing journey, I uploaded the Redline version, and I had no idea. So when it went to print, I had a couple people read it,
mm-hmm.
and one of them, I was talking to Victoria Christopher Murray, who I call my literary godmother, and I will never forget this day. It was so funny. She was talking about um, reaching out to authors and having them mentor you. And is it a problem for older authors, OGs, to reach out to younger authors, newbies? And I told her, I said yes at the time. I was like, because I've hit people up and they have basically ignored me. They haven't answered my questions, so it's kind of hard. You're kind of like trying to deal with that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on with this? I'm sorry. And can you see me?
Yep.
Oh,
Everything
okay. And so what happened was she ended up taking me out to lunch, and we had an amazing conversation, regarding that, and it was really, really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And she read my book and she told me, you have this problem, and she showed me exactly where the problems were, and I fixed it.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's the kind of help that I was getting from like Jihan, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying. I talk to Quan on occasion about different stuff and Gray, but yeah, Karen, all the people was there for me, so I definitely understand. But look, man, I appreciate you coming through, Miss Grace,
Thank
and
you so much for having me. It was fun.
when you ready to release that next one, the unknown, you call it, let me know so we can come back and talk on it. Will you?
Absolutely, it's gonna be a good one.
Oh man, I'm telling you, you gonna see that little notification, or when you go check that I've downloaded this Black Widow. Man, it's a 5-star read too. I see.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm definitely going in on it. So thank you very much for coming through.
Thank
I want
you.
you to hang on at the end of and let me holler at you for a sec.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely author Allison Grace. Give it up, 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 up. I give it to you in a sec, lady.
All right. Thank you.
Man, the links are in the description. Go check out the lovely, beautiful Allison Grace. She has 7 books. She's self-published. And she's apparently an entrepreneur that got her shit together, as you can hear from the interview. Thank you, Diamond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, so her links in the description, her social media, also, as well as you can check her out on Amazon, and you got a number of books. As you can see, she's experimentally sexual. I know that don't make sense, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? So salute to all my people that was in, checking in. Appreciate you, McCarran. I appreciate you. This is your boy JC once again. I'm just an author with a lot to say, and I'll catch you on the next one.